Apart from Garrett Adelstein's return, which we covered yesterday, there was quite the interesting hand by a boxer named Curtis Meeks versus this man named Pennzoil. The hand starts off with several limps for $200 until someone bumps it up to $2,300 with 9-7 off. Because why not? Pennzoil correctly doesn't believe this and back raises from his limp to $9,200. This does not stop 9-7 off. He's in there. And so is Curtis with King Jack off.
9,000 and what?
200.
Kirk's going to come along with the 7-9.
And a flop.
Now Curtis going to come along with the King Jack. Here we go, chat. 21,000 in the middle. This could be an all-in pot. One of our first all-ins of the evening.
We now have a pretty huge pot with some pretty bad hands. The flop comes King High, and Pennzoil with just Ace High wants to continue his story. He bets $12,000 and gets a call from the pair of sevens. Curtis with top pair only has about a pot size bet left, but he just makes a call as well.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah, just call here. Look at this. 64,000 in the middle. Turns at 8.
The turn comes the 8 of hearts. You'd think this is a great card for Pennzoil to slow down with as he makes a pair, but for whatever reason he decides not to, betting $20,000 into 64K. This is just a crazy bet with two other players in the hand. I mean, someone likely has a king. He can just check and even win sometimes with his middle pair. Curtis hardly has anything left, but is clearly worried about better hands with this action and starts giving off some clear signs that he is not super strong.
It's like a pretty legitimate look by him. Just, you got to be worried about ace king here. You got to be worried about king queen here.
Ace is not a set.
I mean, maybe a set. I don't think so. I think he's gonna have sevens or deuces here. So
He got aces, ace king. Plus, oh, he got the ace plus. That's what he got. I got a set on his ass.
With that said, he does make the call and we finally get to the river heads up. Now this is where things get interesting. The river comes the 5 of hearts. Other than a backdoor flush coming in, this does not really change much. There is also $104,000 in the pot and Curtis only has $17,000 left. It seems super likely that Pennzoil does not really realize how much Curtis has left, as he is basically now turning his pair of 8s into a bluff, putting Curtis all in.
How much can you do, Maria?
yeah, I mean Curtis can't do anything but call here, buddy. You just got to put it in here. 17,000 can't do anything but call.
For this 6-to-1 price, most poker players would basically be snap calling. I realize this line from Pennzoil is super strong to be facing, but if we are beat, we are beat. Well, for Curtis, maybe not. Maybe he just wants to keep his 17K and stay alive. I honestly have seen this from live players. Curtis continues in agony, once again mentioning possible hands Pennzoil could have.
Curtis, I mean, 17,000. I mean, what do you beat though? I see your point. I really do see your point.
The dollar even thing.
What's coming out?
This man beat me all the time too. God damn.
He's thinking, do I want to save this 17,000?
I got too much money in that motherfucker. I got to see what he got.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right, Curtis.
He got to draw hard. I got hard.
Can Curtis Meeks make the call here?
So you got 20,000?
The timer counting it down. He calls and loses. He's busted for the show.
What he got right there? 7 something. What the yeah, he betting ace king, ace queen.
Don giving nothing away. Strong to me.
I don't give a fuck. They got to break me right here. He ain't got hard. Know that.
Getting over 6-to-1 odds here. How often is the top pair? Good.
I'm using all these times.
Puts in another time extension.
Pushing me all in with what? What he had?
Pennzoil at this point looks unbothered, probably now realizing he should not have jammed 17K into 100K and just thinking, oh well. Curtis continues deep in the tank using several time extensions on this seemingly trivial decision. He talks about just having to go broke, and with his chips stacked slightly too high, he moves them forward a little bit and they come tumbling down.
I'm finna just get broke right there, Carl. You got a king up there? Set up what?
Oh, no. Oh,
What do you got?
he calls.
You ain't got a set.
That's an 8.
I got a king. That's what that is.
Curtis,
See, that's
Let's
what
go.
that is. See,
140 real
you
quick.
ain't gonna be able to run me out deep, Potts.
Curtis,
You ain't running me out
big
deep.
call.
Right here.
$140,000 goes his way.
Pro boxer Curtis Meeks,
I'm gonna call some
a
of this.
little richer.
The dealer declares call, and Curtis honestly looks a bit shocked. He's got the look of someone that maybe didn't mean to do what he just did, but it happened, and it is time to face the music. Pennzoil turns his hand over quickly. Curtis sees that he doesn't have anything, and is now the confident boss we knew he was all along. Obviously, I'm joking, but I mean, seriously, did he mean to call here? There is a debate on whether or not he actually said call. He does say call in this sentence,
I'm finna just get broke right there, Carl.
but it is in the context of, I finna just get broke right here, call. The dealer understandably does not interpret this as a call. He then says, he got a king up there, or what?
You got a king up there? Set up what?
Obviously still unsure of what to do. It does kind of look like he mumbles something as his chips fall in, but who knows if it is call or oops-a-daisy. In the moment, the commentator Joey Ingram says oh and thinks it was a mistake.
Oh, no. Oh,
What do you got?
he calls. The chat can't believe that hand.
Keep talking. I thought he had a 7.
I'm not sure.
7 balls on turn.
The chat's going crazy. So was it an accidental call? I really think it was an accidental call because I'm pretty sure the chips fell in there. He was like kind of thinking about it, and then the dealer said call, and then I think the guy turned the hand over pretty quick. So, but you know, maybe he did say call. I didn't see the call. I got to go back and check that tape. Maybe the
I
chat.
think he did say call.
It just seemed like he knocked the chips over. He was like playing with them, and then he knocked them over, and then the dealer said call, and then the hand was sort of like exposed.
When poker players go that deep into the tank on a river decision for all of their chips, they usually do end up folding. At the same time, maybe he would have figured out he just had to make the call with such a great price, but it is really not clear. He did not have any time extensions left, and he might have folded. Curtis was playing pretty tight the entire game. I don't really recall any big bluffs. I mean, here he is turning 2-pair and raising, getting one of the other tight players in the game to actually fold a slightly worse flopped 2-pair. That is how much respect they were giving him. He later even ended up quitting the game early when he faced his first real cooler, flopping a boat versus Eric Person but losing to quads.
I have quads, which means you have no queen at all.
Oh,
Do you have?
A hand?
Yeah, you have a hand, but either you're trapping me really good, and you're making me feel like, you know, or like you just got air. You raise that with a 10? Like a good 10, maybe? Because a full house now, it doesn't even matter. You don't have an overpair, though, right?
10 seconds.
It's really good table talk by Eric.
I'm going to use time card.
You know what you got. I know. I'm reading you good.
Tom,
What do I got?
I know what you got.
What do I got?
Tom Cruise in the house.
Watch you, son.
If you know what I got, you could tell me. It's okay. Only I will know if you know what I got after you tell me what you know.
No, I know. I know right here.
31,000.
31,000.
You know you got the queen.
Okay.
Curtis got good instincts.
Then you should just fold. If you know that.
Eric with great table
You
talk.
can't beat quads.
That is quad. That's on where you're betting.
It makes sense.
Queen, 10. You got a queen,
I might have a straight.
10. You got a
Any good?
queen. I mean, you got a queen. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh.
I call.
Oh,
Fantastic table talk by Eric. Curtis knew, and just Eric had to do whatever he could to get that call.
You said 30 what?
Yes, sir. 31.
That's what I had, man. Man, I'm done. I'm fucked up.
Ooh,
wow.
Yeah, it's brutal.
And come put a cooler right in.
that's a cooler.
Oh my God! Now that hand is sick.
What, 5, 10,
He
15,
flopped 10's
20,
full.
31, right?
in the PLO streets as an underfold.
I think his hand more to do. He's had a full house and didn't want to fold.
Sure.
Yep.
Eric's Hollywood performance there. We liked it.
Yeah. For sure.
Looking at him and talking.
That's a tough spot. You fucking flopped a full house, dude.
What a hand.
Good playing with y'all. Yeah.
That's discipline.
What
So
time?
Well, you tricked me right there.
That's good. That's why you're the champion. You like that and hit the road. Smart.
He's done. Curtis is done.
I get that is a pretty big cooler, but I mean, come on, stay in play. And finally, he even somehow skirted the 100k min buy-in requirement and bought in for 80k from the beginning. These are all pretty good reasons to support he was folding, but who really knows? I will let you guys decide on that.